When I think about industries that are at risk, whether they be in the global marketplace or in New Zealand, they really are industries that are driven by intellectual property. And so that could be financial services, it could be law firms, that could be tech startups, that could be agriculture and agribusiness, that could be small and medium-sized enterprises. As Pierre said, the global criminal market is actually after intellectual property. That's something they can buy, that's something they can sell, that's something that oftentimes contains personally identifiable information, which as consumers make us all very sensitive about what happens to our data. So that's really what's driving it. It's where is the money? And if you follow the money, you're going to follow the threat. And there's a number of things that we can do as a global community to better reduce our risk exposure in that space.
Paul is very right. What we see happening is absolutely frightening. A few years ago, when we spoke about cybersecurity, we thought about the bad guys attacking the finance industry in order to siphon money. That still is happening, but that's not the only thing happening. Let me give you an example, two examples. One, your credit card, your own credit card on the black market is worth between 20 and 50 US dollars. So if people can steal your credit card information, they can monetize that very easily. They don't use your credit card, they just steal the information and they sell it to someone else. Your address book, every entry in your address book is worth about 1 cent of a US dollar. Because some people would be very much willing to know these entries so that they can send you spam and other kind of messages. So all this information is of value for the bad guys. So it's not like you have to have a big bank account to be of interest for these people. Another example, which is a very frightening one, is an increase of blackmail happening. A practical example happened a few months ago where an iron factory in Germany, iron factory, you would not think that they would be exposed to cybersecurity incident. An iron factory received blackmail. The blackmail was, we can disrupt your operation and we will do so unless you pay us a certain amount of money. And I don't know how much it was. That iron factory refused to do so. As a consequence, they got attacked. The bad guys managed to access one of the systems controlling the iron furnace, to the point where it was not possible to turn off the furnace, to the point where they had to evacuate everyone in that factory because there was a lethal threats. So this is the type of issue we see happening. So it's no longer the finance industries that are at risk. Everyone who has information that can be monetized one way or another is at risk.
The other thing that I think is important to think about, Pierre really articulated where the threat is today. New Zealand benefits from incredible connectivity through broadband. When you think about where the threats are going tomorrow, it's that connectivity that creates a new set of risks that we have to think about. You think about smart cities and things like Internet of Things and connected sensors and big data. That is going to be great attraction and great monetary value to the next generation of threats. And so as we're building those types of programs today, how do we really start to build in the sort of management, operational, and technical capabilities to make sure we're building a secure foundation for the future? And that's really where we need a public-private partnership to come together and understand what those future risks might be and how we can best start to mitigate them today.